Jaden entered classroom quietly, placing backpack gently beside desk. Mrs. Hargrove glared, already annoyed without any reason whatsoever. Students whispered as tensions settled uncomfortably between them. Jaden raised hand politely, asking permission to share weekend news. Mrs. Hargrove sighed loudly, reluctantly agreeing with visible irritation. Jaden mentioned his dad returning from high-level military briefing overseas. Mrs. Hargrove laughed, calling story impossible and obviously fabricated. Class fell silent, sensing something unfair unfolding quickly. Jaden tried explaining calmly, but she interrupted dismissively again. She claimed boys his age always lie about parents' careers. Jaden clenched fists lightly beneath the desk, controlling frustration carefully. Mrs. Hargrove demanded proof, mocking his voice cruelly. Students exchanged uneasy glances, recognizing teachers' disrespect growing. Jaden simply replied, "Father would visit school later today." Mrs. Hargrove smirked, declaring fantasy would soon collapse embarrassingly. Jaden lowered eyes, feeling sting yet remaining composed. She asked class to vote whether Jaden lied intentionally. Some kids hesitated. Others looked uncomfortable with teachers' cruelty. Jaden stared at desk, breathing slowly to maintain dignity. Mrs. Hargrove walked closer, demanding he confess exaggeration immediately. Jaden repeated calmly, "Father was high-ranking military leader." She shouted, "Lie again," slamming book loudly on his desk. Principal Reeves entered briefly, noticing strange atmosphere instantly. Hargrove lied, saying Jaden disrupted class with fabricated stories. Reeves frowned but left quickly, unsure who caused tension. Students whispered their discomfort, sensing injustice deepening. Jaden stared out window, watching cars entering parking lot. Mrs. Hargrove announced parent meetings starting later afternoon. She declared Jaden's father likely non-existent authority figure. Jaden whispered softly, asking her to stop insulting family. She leaned forward, calling him dramatic and attention-seeking. Jaden's breathing tightened, knuckles whitening against desk edge. Classroom door opened slightly, causing students to glance instantly. Mrs. Hargrove scoffed, expecting another teacher walking by. Heavy footsteps echoed down hallway with rhythmic precision. Students straightened, sensing powerful presence approaching steadily. Mrs. Hargrove continued humiliating Jaden loudly before entire class. Jaden suddenly sat upright, recognizing footsteps instinctively. The classroom door swung open with commanding force. A tall, uniformed man stepped inside, aura overwhelming classroom. For silver stars gleamed sharply upon his military uniform. Students gasped quietly, stunned by unexpected arrival. Mrs. Hargrove froze mid-sentence, throat tightening painfully. General Marcus Cole surveyed room, eyes landing on Jaden instantly. Jaden stood and saluted respectfully, pride glowing softly. General returned salute sharply, displaying respect for son. Students stared wide-eyed, realizing Jaden told truth entirely. Mrs. Hargrove stepped back, face flushing with humiliation. General asked calmly who questioned his son's integrity today. Mrs. Hargrove stuttered, unable forming coherent sentence. Silence thickened, classroom tense, under General's authority. Jaden inhaled deeply, bracing for father's response. General asked why Jaden reported cruel treatment earlier morning. Mrs. Hargrove's eyes widened. Realizing seriousness of situation, students waited breathlessly as truth hung heavy. General stepped closer, voice low yet thunderously controlled. He demanded explanation for calling his son dishonest repeatedly. Mrs. Hargrove fumbled excuses, unable hiding prejudice anymore. General's jaw tightened, fury simmering beneath calm exterior. Jaden watched quietly, feeling seen and defended finally. Principal Reeves rushed inside after hearing commotion. Reeves froze upon seeing four-star General standing authoritatively. General explained teachers' behavior with precise, unwavering detail. Reeves listened carefully, expression shifting toward outrage. Mrs. Hargrove attempted blaming misunderstanding on playful teasing. General cut her off, stating disrespect wasn't playful or accidental. Class nodded subtly, supporting Jaden openly now. Reeves asked students whether accusations were accurate. Dozens of hands rose, confirming Jaden told complete truth. Hargrove's face drained, realizing consequences approaching. General placed supportive hand on Jaden's shoulder proudly. Students whispered admiration for their classmates' dignity. Reeves escorted Mrs. Hargrove outside for further questioning. Door closed sharply, leaving classroom breathless and relieved. General knelt beside Jaden, thanking him for staying respectful. Jaden fought tears, overwhelmed by moment finally turning. Students applauded quietly, respecting courageous honesty. General stood tall, addressing class about integrity and importance. He told them truth needed no decoration when spoken proudly. Classroom felt united, inspired by powerful message shared. Jaden smiled finally, tension dissolving slowly from shoulders. General promised a school meeting to ensure environment stays respectful. Reeves returned, announcing immediate administrative action taken. Students exhaled. Relieved accountability finally happened. General thanked Reeves for addressing situation fairly. Jaden gathered belongings, feeling newfound confidence within. Classmates surrounded him, apologizing for doubting earlier. Jaden forgave quickly, understanding pressure they faced. General escorted Jaden proudly toward hallway exit. Teachers peeked from classrooms, recognizing distinguished visitor instantly. General saluted staff politely before continuing walk. Jaden walked beside him, feeling powerful respect growing inside. Sunlight flashed across metals, reflecting down hallway dramatically. General whispered he'd always protect Jaden's dignity fearlessly. Jaden replied, smiling, now they finally know truth always wins.